Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Radio Sports Division here on the campus of Greater Lowell Tech for tonight's CAC contest between the visiting Greater Lowell Reggies and our very own Greater Lowell Gryphons. Before the start of tonight's game, there are a couple of quick announcements. First of all, there is no smoking on the campus of Greater Lowell Tech, and bathroom facilities are located downstairs between the two stairwells. This game is being broadcast live and on demand on the internet at the localsportsproduction.com. LSP has been serving the Greater Boston student athletes since 2011 with live webcasts, coaching and highlight films, articles, and more. To purchase a DVD of this game and learn more about LSP, see Sam Feely at the table in front of the bleachers, or visit LSP on the web. Localsportsproduction.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to our LSP YouTube channel. And here is the starting lineups for the visiting Greater Lawrence Reggies. A sophomore, number 2, a point guard, Jeremiah Mejia. Number 10, a shooting guard, the captain, Anthony Reyes. Number 23 is small forward, Ronaldo Arias. A junior, number 33, a power forward, Isaiah Ray. Number 24, center, senior, Emmanuel Rodriguez. They are led by head coach, Adam Ruhu, assistant coach Kyle Manzer, and assistant coach Marcus Ortiz. Our officials for tonight's game is Emilio Colon and Michael Fogarty. And here is the starting lineups, our very own Greater Lowell Gryphons. Number 40, a center, Brian Garcia. Number 11, a guard, Devontae Lutandua. Number 33, a guard, Tyler Bussey. One of our co-captains, number 25, a forward, Anthony Thatch. And our other co-captain, number 14, a Johnny Phillips. The Greater Lowell Gryphons are led by head coach Daniel Joe Kane, assistant coach Ethan Cano, assistant coach Julia Pastrana. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our
From Greater Lowell Tech in Tingsboro, Mass., this is MIAA Boys Basketball on LSP. Tonight, it's the Greater Lowell Gryphons with a record of 10-7, 7-4 in Commonwealth Conference play, hosting the Greater Lawrence Reggies with a record of 3-11, 3-7 in Commonwealth Conference play. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story with James Woodbury on camera. Greater Lowell has wrapped up a berth in the Division III Central MIAA basketball tournament and is looking to pad its seeding against a team that on paper is outmatched Greater Lawrence at 3-11, 3-7 coming into play. Greater Lowell made it all the way to the D3 sectional final before getting blown out by Bartlett last year in a game in which Greater Lowell did not make a free throw and allowed 3 20-point scorers for Bartlett. They also lost Ian Caramiro to graduation. He was the first Griffin to retire with, quote-unquote, retire with 1,000 career points and 1,000 career rebounds. But they return a strong team this year. Greater Lawrence in the black with orange jerseys, and we have a whistle, and it looks like we're going to retap, or are we going to give possession to Greater Lowell? So this will be Johnny Phillip, one of the captains for Greater Lowell, bringing the ball up court. Goes in the corner, and Tyler Bussey. Bussey gives it up to Devontae Matanwa, leaning in with the layup, no good. Coming in for the rebound is Thatch, and there's a foul. And it's going to be, and that is in fact a foul on Thatch. So the first foul of the game goes to the Gryphons, and possession to Greater Lawrence. And another foul on the Gryphons. And that's on Phillip. So 2 fouls in the matter of 5 seconds of game time for Greater Lowell. And we'll have a substitution already, as we're going to have Ronaldo Arias sit down for Greater Lawrence, and Jose Caceres is going to check in. Inbound pass comes to Anthony Reyes of Greater Lawrence. He meets a double team, puts it on the deck, and turns it over. So a little bit of jitters here to start the game for both sides. Matandwa meets some tough defense, nearly has it stolen, puts it on the deck, ball still on the deck, and it's going to be a jump ball. I don't know if the Reggies had hands on it, but it's going to be Reggies' ball. So clearly a rusty start here for both sides as we get this game underway. Trying to break the press is Mejia. Goes a floater from outside the key. No good. Rebound. Stick back. No good. Rebound. Third opportunity, and going to the line for 2 will be Isaiah Ray of Greater Lawrence.
Number 40,
Brian Bozia guilty of the foul.
Third.
Already the third foul, and we're not even a minute into this game for Greater Lowell. First free throw rolls home for Isaiah Ray, and we finally have a point. It's 1-0. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Second free throw was no good. Rebound by Thatch. Here come the Gryphons. No good on that shot. Rebound by the smallest man on the court, Mejia. Going against the second smallest on the court, Bussey. Now backing up here is Ray. Body's going flying in the key. Here's a 2 that is good by Jeremiah Mejia. 3-0 in favor of the Reggies. Layup by Bussey, no good. Tracks down his own rebound, goes into the corner for a 3. That is side iron, no good, and another rebound for Mejia. Mejia working on Bussey. Goes to the left wing. This is Reyes. Goes into the corner. Mejia, 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Devontae Matandwa. Matandwa brings it across the timeline, gets past the screen from Thatch. Goes into the corner. Bussey back out to Thatch. Thatch, the big fella with the T-shirt. And no shot. He was fouled on the ground by Emmanuel Rodriguez.
Foul on number 24, Emmanuel Reggies. That's his first number team.
So first foul on Greater Lawrence, and a full shot clock for the Gryphons to work with. Inbound pass will come to Phillip. Phillip goes down low for Thatch, backing in, spin move, tries to put it off the glass, goes off the underside of the backboard instead. Cleaned up by Matandwa, takes a two, no good. Rebound batted around, collected, a block, and going to the line for two here will be Phillip. And Rodriguez picks up his second foul already, and he's going to have to sit for a while, I would imagine. So Phillip to the line for two. And the first one rolls home. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Both free throws are good for Greater Lawrence, and the Gryphons are Greater Lowell rather, and the Gryphons are on the board. It's 3-2. Good full court press here by Thatch, but they break it to Mejia. Mejia goes for the jump pass. Now a shot from just outside the key may have been blocked there by Bazia. And now the outlet pass to Bussey, puts it up, no good, and the rebound by Caceres. They did not substitute Rodriguez after he picked up his second foul. He's still on the court. Driving is Reyes. Tries to go to the opposite block. It's out of bounds off Thatch. It'll remain with the Reggies with 12 to shoot. Inbound pass comes to the corner to Reyes. Spots up for three. Air ball. Outlet pass to Matandwa. Puts it up. No good. Rebound batted around and eventually collected by Reyes. Reyes back the other way, trying to go coast to coast, offensive foul. And the charge drawn there by Thatch. That's the third foul on the Reggies. Bussey in the corner. Tries to go down low. Off the glass, it's good for Bazia. And it's 4-3, Greater Lowell with its first lead of the game. Good pressure and a steal by Matandwa. Matandwa puts it on the deck, but it's off the Reggies. 26 seconds to shoot, plenty of time here for the Gryphons as we are at about the halfway mark of the first quarter. Floater in the lane, no good. Bazia with the rebound as his shot blocked. Bussey tries to go off the glass, no good. Bazia keeps it alive, out to Thatch, 4-2, no good, and the rebound by Reyes. And a traveling violation. Both teams sluggish here out of the gate offensively. We saw this in the girls' game last week between Greater Lowell and Essex Tech. Greater Lowell snapped out of it in a big way in the second quarter. Let's see if either of these teams can do that as they get their legs underneath them. Bussey in the corner. Picks up the dribble. Tough defense by Mejia, goes to Thatch. Thatch drives, leans, has his shot rejected. Another rejection by the Reggies. Ball cleaned up by Phillip, and he gets it. Back the other way, floater off the glass, no good, and the rebound was handled out of bounds. And a timeout called by Greater Lawrence head coach Ed Arroyo. With under 4 minutes to play in the first half, and it's only a 6-3 game, but it's been it's just again a really sluggish game by both teams. I mean, it's not to say they are bad teams. I mean, Greater Lowell is going to the D3 Central tournament, but just sluggish start, and we'll see if, again, they can break out of it in due time. You can follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. So out of the timeout, Thatch is going to sit down, and Jerry Cruz takes his spot in the Gryphons lineup. And for Greater Lawrence, Isaiah Ray, Caceres, same five that were just on the court. Luis Mota is on the court as well. He just checked in. Drops it off for Bussey. Needs to be careful to avoid going over the line. Somehow keep the dribble alive as Phillip goes into the corner. Cruz picks up the dribble, 5 to shoot. Mota pulls up for 3. Side iron, no good. Rebound tapped in the air and collected by Mejia. Mejia's got 3 rebounds already. For the smallest guy on the court, the point guard. To the left wing, it's Reyes. Drives the baseline, gets around Bazia, and that is blocked and stolen. Picked up by Cruz. Cruz kicks out to Bussey for 2. Back iron, no good. Cruz gets the rebound. Pulls out, now spots up for 3, and that's good. A 7-0 run right now by the Gryphons. Jab step here by Caceres, kicks it back out. Here's a 3, air ball on the deck, cleaned up and stuck back by Ray. Ray's got 3 of Greater Lawrence's 5. Back the other way, drive the baseline, kicked out to Bussey, back to Mota for 3. In and out! Tough break for Luis Mota, and that goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds, third and goal.
9-5 our score, under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Inbound comes to Mota. Mota working on Arias, and he gets tied up, and that'll be a foul on Caceres. Actually, they signaled Reyes. I thought they signaled Reyes, and that's Reyes' second. So 2 players already with 2 fouls for Greater Lowell. Cruz is calling for it. They get it to him. He might have had a better look if they got it to him in the corner, but he was screened off. Takes the 3. Back iron, no good. Kind of a flick release there by Cruz. Mota tracks down the rebound, keeps the play alive. Outside the key, it's Phillip. Turns around in the key and gets it to go. Ajani Phillip has 6, and it's 11-5 Gryphons. Driving here is Brandon Palmer, the freshman, and he traveled. Palmer's the only freshman on this Greater Lawrence squad. And it's worth noting that, this is Greater Lowell Technical High School, but we're in Tingsboro. They find Bussey on the cut, and it's good. The assist to Cruz. Bussey with his first basket, and now a steal, and he returns the favor. The announcer / scoreboard operator needs to catch up. 15-5. Shot from the elbow, foul, and going to the line for 2 will be Ronaldo Arias. And it looks like the foul is on Cruz? No, it's on Bussey. So Arias to the line for 2 shots. 4th foul there on the Gryphons. And the first free throw is back iron, no good. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP video broadcast or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store or the LSP Facebook page after the game. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. Bussey with the rebound. Outlet to Moda. Goes cross court to Cruz. Long two. Halfway down and out. Rebound tapped around and eventually secured, and breaking through three men is Ray, and no shot. It's going to be another foul on Bussey.
Foul on number 33, Tyler Bussey. That's his second, fifth on the team.
So fouls piling up here for both squads. Inbound pass comes to Arias, and a steal by Bussey. It didn't take him out. It pays dividends with the layup. It's good. He nearly got fouled for his trouble too. 7 seconds to go. Keeping the dribble alive is Palmer. Gets tied up, avoids traveling, and this will do it for the first quarter. A frenetic pace to the end of that first quarter after it was 4-3 for the longest time. Greater Lowell 17, Greater Lawrence 5. Out of the timeout, it's Griffin's ball. Cruz steps into a three, cans it. And immediately calling a timeout is Ed Arroyo. You can hear Ed Arroyo screaming at his guys there. He's not happy with their effort. But defensively, just seconds into the second quarter, they allow a pull-up three. So 4 timeouts left for Greater Lawrence, and Greater Lowell with their full allotment. Just 8 seconds in, and they've allowed another bucket, have the Reggies. Full court press here by the Gryphons. They get it into the front court. Cross court pass to Mejia. Spots up for 3, air ball. And the rebound tracked down by Choate. And he spikes it out of bounds off his man to make it Griffin ball. 20-5. Greater Lowell on top. I was saying, this is Greater Lowell Tech, but we're in Tingsboro. Greater Lawrence Tech is in Andover. Lob to Choate. No. Rebound by Ray. He's got 3 points and 4 rebounds, leading. And now here's a steal. Cruz with the layup, yes. Just relentless defense and another steal. This one by Choate. The layup is good. Just somehow avoiding traveling there. A long two is canned by Ray. 24-7. Here's a floater by Cruz, no good. Antonio Valenzuela got the rebound. Mejia really wanted it, though. Back the other way. There's Palmer, gives it up to Mejia. Mejia goes around the circle. Goes to Croteau. Croteau goes back to Mejia. Long two by Mejia. It's good. Mejia's got 4. And it's 24-9. 6 minutes about to go in the first half. Started out sluggish, and it's been all Gryphons since about the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Moda steps into a 3. Back iron no good. Choate tracks down the rebound. Leans in, and he's fouled.
Foul on number 33, Isaiah Ray. That's his first. 5th on the team.
That's the 5th foul on Greater Lawrence and the first on Greater 5th on Greater Lawrence, first on Ray, and Choate sinks the first one. LSP's next broadcast is Thursday at 5:25 p.m. with an NJCAA basketball doubleheader. First at 5:25, it's the Bristol Bayhawks and the Bunker Hill Bulldogs in NJCAA women's basketball action. As Choate gets his own rebound, fade away no good, and the rebound is out of bounds. But finishing the promo, Bristol versus Bunker Hill in women's basketball, 5:25, followed by, as that's stolen by Thatch, they find Choate, who goes behind the back. Now they have to pull out. And there's a little, there was a little bit of bad language there used by Cruz, but it wasn't directed at a player or anything. It was just expression of frustration. He explained that to the referee, and he understood, and I'm glad. They break the press. Here's Don Croteau, and he pushed off. Well, it's a foul nonetheless on Valenzuela. That's the 6th foul on Greater Lawrence. Choate will bring it up court. Choate, just a sophomore. He lobs it in deep to Thatch. Tries to get the layup, no good. Gets his own rebound, has it blocked from behind, and it's taken away by Ray. And a foul here committed by Phillip. And that's Phillip's second. So both teams now in the 1-1 on the next foul. Croteau triggered the inbound. Ball swatted, still on the deck, and it'll be a jump ball, and this will be Greater Lawrence ball, rather. We'll have a substitution as Emmanuel Rodriguez and his 2 fouls will check back in. Inbound pass comes to Mejia, who immediately spots up for 3, tries to draw the foul, no good. Rodriguez can't handle the rebound. He's has it taken away by Moda. Back the other way comes Luis, no! And the rebound by Reyes. Reyes peels back, tries to get by Moda, nearly stumbles, keeps the dribble alive, and Moda gets the steal. Luis trying to redeem himself, and he's fouled. And it's already the 3rd foul on Reyes. He is going to have to come out pretty much for the rest of the half. And here's 2 shots for Moda. First one is good. (26-9). Second free throw for Moda is good. Luis has 4 off the bench, and it's 27-9. Down low to Rodriguez, backing in, and he's fouled.
Foul number 23 for Schultz. That's his first.
It's the first foul on Choate, and this will be 2 shots for Emmanuel Rodriguez. First one is no good, front iron.
Rodriguez to one more.
Second free throw rims out. Rebound tracked down by Phillip. Quickly on the outlet. They find the opposite post for Moda. Reverse layup, no good. And a foul. And it's on Moda. That's 1 and 1. Kind of a silly foul there committed by Moda. He didn't need to commit that. You're up 18. Just get back on defense, right? 8th foul now on Greater Lowell, and a 1 and 1 situation. Free throws back iron, no good. Choate gets the rebound. Tries to go all the way and 1.
Number 20, Antonio Valenzuela. That's his second.
And that's he's second on Valenzuela. Choate with the free throw, and it's good. 3-point play is complete, and it is 30-9 in favor of Greater Lowell. Looks like one of those games where Ed Arroyo is going to have to go deep into his bench with the foul trouble some of his top players are in. Caceres, Mejia. Here's a 3 that is side iron, no good by Espinal. Rebound, stick back, no good. Rodriguez gets fouled. Fouls on Bazia, and that's his second.
That's his second, 9th on the team.
That's the 9th foul on Greater Lowell. 2 shots here. And the first one is good for Rodriguez. That's his first point of the game. And Greater Lawrence is finally in the double digits, although they're still down 20, 30-10. Still some housekeeping here with substitutions, and we're going to have King Monderi check in for Bazia. Moda's going to line up on the key. Second free throw for Emmanuel. Front iron, no good. Rebound tapped around and collected by Choate. Monderi gives it up. Thatch back down low to Monderi. And a steal by Choate off the inbound. Whoa, what a circus layup. How many sequences have we had this game where just score, steal off the inbound? Here's a 3 that is airballed, and that's going to be out of bounds, despite the best efforts of Isaiah Ray.
Out of bounds, third and long.
Pass is tipped and stolen by Caceres. Back the other way. Mejia can't get it. Caceres, it's going to be Thatch keeps the play alive, and he gets fouled.
Out of bounds.
No, excuse me, he didn't get fouled. It was out of bounds, so. Here comes Mejia. Breaks the press, spot up 3, side iron no good, and the rebound tracked down by Choate. He's having a good game off the bench. Choate with speed, puts on the brakes. Now goes, no look to Cruz, no good, and a foul on the rebound. This will be I believe it's committed by Mondier.
Foul number 32.
No,
Louis Hernandez at his first.
and actually, I misspoke. This is Luis Huertas, not Jerry Cruz. I have the wrong number. The roster was incorrect, but timeout called by Greater Lowell. Finally got a correction on that. Anyways, advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. So Greater Lowell's over the limit. So Luis Huertas just picked up his first foul. He's got 10 points. Paul Choate, he's been active off the bench. I thought he'd scored more than he has, but he's only got 6 right now. And 2 free throws here. Front iron no good. 2:21 to go in the first half. Second free throw, back iron, no good. Rebound by Matandwa. Loses the handle, puts on the brakes. Finds Mondier. Mondier backing in, goes out to Thatch for 3. Yes! Thatch finally gets one to hit. And it's 37-12. Back the other way. Ball loose out of bounds to Greater Lowell. It's been that kind of game. For Greater Lawrence. Ball swatted with force there by Caceres. And somehow avoids going over the half-court line. A good shot block there. Now a 3 rims out. Rebound tapped out to Huertas. Out to Thatch for 3. Oh!
Thatch for 3.
40-12. On the cut! And the layup is good for Mejia. He's got 6. Layup. No shot. No shot, says the referee. And the foul is on Ray, and that's his second. 104 to go in the first half. Mondier will shoot 1 and 1. Rims out. Rebound to Valenzuela. Mejia, under a minute to play. Goes to the right wing, Caceres. Caceres meets a strong defense. Kicks out to Rodriguez. Now down low. Layup is good. 40-16. Greater Lowell not stopping though. Mondier 3, good. Can't stop, won't stop. Greater Lowell just pouring it on here. 43-16. 1 second difference between the shot and game clock. Caceres and a foul.
now with number 13, King Mondia. That's his first double bonus.
So double bonus for Emmanuel Rodriguez as Mondier picks up his first foul. And Rodriguez sinks the first one. Sinks the second one. Rodriguez shooting 3 of 6 from the line. That's where all his points have come from. And out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
So Greater Lawrence trying to... They can get to 20 before halftime and do wonders for their confidence. But the pass is tipped, stolen by Thatch, but stolen right back. Mejia, 3. Back iron, no good. Thatch gets the rebound, taken away. Ball tapped outside, out of bounds with 9/10 of a second left to Greater Lawrence.
Out of bounds for Reggies.
So they'll bring in Bazia and Choate here. And they'll take out Huertas, who has 2 threes. I don't know. Wouldn't you want to? No, it's only 9/10 of a second. What you got to go for the home run pass. They get it to Thatch, and he didn't even get it back in bounds. 6/10 of a second left. It's going to come all the way back down to the other end because it was never touched in bounds, and I think the play is, they put 9/10 of a second back on. I think the play is, here is lob to Rodriguez. That's the play I'd call with 9/10 of a second left. Mejia has a shot blocked by Choate, and it's been that kind of night for Greater Lawrence. We go to halftime. It's all Gryphons, 43-18 Greater Lowell on top of Greater Lawrence. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with the second half from Greater Lowell Tech in Tyngsboro, Mass. This is MIAA Boys Basketball on LSP.
Just another reminder that this game is being broadcast live and on demand on the internet at localsportsproduction.com.
Welcome back to the second half of MIAA Boys Basketball on LSP. Sam Feely here with you with James Woodbury on camera from Greater Lowell Tech in Tingsboro, Mass. Greater Lowell dominating this game 43-18. It's been mostly the bench that's been providing the spark for Greater Lowell. Luis Huertas leading scorer, not Jerry Cruz, with 10 points off the bench. He's the only one in double figures. Paul Choate also has 6 points. And 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals. Anthony Thatch also has 6 points for Greater Lowell and 4 points for Tyler Bussey. 6 points for Johnny Phillip. 4 points for Luis Mota. For Greater Lawrence, it's been mostly the Mejia and Ray show. Isaiah Ray with 6 points and 5 points and 5 rebounds, and Jeremiah Mejia with 6 points and 3 rebounds. So here we go, Greater Lowell going right to left in the yellow jerseys. They go down low, the layup blocked from behind, but it's a foul. So immediately Isaiah Ray picks up his third foul, and that looked like all ball from here, but it'll result in 2 free throws, and the first one is back iron, no good, by Johnny Phillip. Johnny Phillip looking to make his third of 4 free throws tonight. There's the old Sammy Whammy, as they call it. And the rebound's tapped out to Mejia. That's his 4th. Crosses the timeline. Goes to his left. There's Caceres. Puts on the deck. Cho trying to come up with the steal. A lot of contact. Eventually, it's Bozia who comes up with the steal. Back the other way. The layup is good for Jared Marchand. Marchand getting his first action. And he immediately makes his presence felt and makes it 45-18. Here's a 3 that is off the glass. Rebound by Huertas. Back the other way, and another foul from behind. This will send Marchand to the line. Greater Lawrence just going for broke with that swat. First free throw is good for Marchand. And that makes it 46-18. 47-18 as Marchand has a quick 4. 2 fouls already on Greater Lowell. And we just hit the 1-minute mark. Of the first half. The foul was on Caceres. It was his first. Mejia tries to go down low for Rodriguez, and the ball is taken away. Phillip with the steal, kind of a blind pass to Huertas. Out to Marchand. Kicks it all the way out. Stepping into a 3. Back iron. No good. Rebound, however, tracked down. Here's a 3 by Huertas. No good. Rebound by Marchand. Tries to get away from the defense, and it's out of bounds. It'll remain with Greater Lowell. Looks like we have an injury as...
Out of bounds.
Looks like Phillip is down his back. He was down for a while, but he's going to limp off, but under his own power. So at least that's good. But King Mondier will check back in for Greater Lowell to replace him. Here's a spot-up 3 by Huertas. Back iron nearly tapped back in, and this is out of bounds to Greater Lawrence. And we'll have a late substitution as Wonder Landwesco has check back in. Yes, his first name is Wonder, and he has 4 points at that. Here's Mejia. Goes to Lanwesco. Fakes the pass. Now goes to the top of the circle in Valenzuela. Caceres drives off the glass. Good idea. No good. Rodriguez with the rebound and the stick back. Greater Lawrence bench trying to spark some energy. Choate no good with the 3. Rebound comes all the way out to Mondier, who can't get it to go. And the rebound by Caceres. And Caceres stepped out of bounds. (47-20). Marchand inbound. Goes to Choate. Marchand drives the baseline. Reverse layup, no good. Valenzuela has it. Now Mejia goes into the corner, head faking the 3. Stepping back is Lanwesco. Takes a 2 from the elbow. That's an air ball. Mondier has it. Back the other way. Outlet to Choate, and it is stolen. And keeping his feet in bounds is Lanwesco. Back the other way comes Mejia. And this is what we saw at the start of the first quarter. Both teams off to a sluggish start offensively, and a foul is called. And the foul is on Mondier. That's Mondier's second.
That's his second, first of the team.
And it'll be 2 free throws here for Antonio Valenzuela. First one, front iron, no good. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. That one rims out. 0 for 2 at the line is Valenzuela. Rebound was tracked down by Bosnia. Back the other way comes Mondier. Has it poked away from. No, it's out of bounds to Greater Lawrence. So. And they're still down 27. But Greater Lowell has not been able to click offensively this half, as there is a 3 by Mejia. Well, if you want to look at it optimistically, 8-possession game. Mondier goes down low to Marchand, reverse layup. They'll go to the line for 2. And that's on Rodriguez, and that's his third.
Third of the team. Shooting 2, Marchand.
Third foul on Greater Lawrence, and Marchand to the line for 2. Cans the first one. He's 3 for 3 from the line. No good, and the rebound by Rodriguez. As Marchand now 3 of 4 from the line, it's 48-23. Pass. I don't know who that was intended for, but it ended up with Bosnia. Choate will settle it down. Tries to go down low, and the cut was a little too quick for Huertas. And luckily for Greater Lowell, the ball was tipped, but clearly some things to talk about here for Coach Joe Kane of Greater Lowell, and he calls a timeout here in the third quarter. .4:16 to go in the third quarter. So out of the timeout, 20 seconds to shoot for Greater Lowell as they retain possession off the deflection out of bounds by Greater Lawrence. Everybody's sealed up, it seems. They go out to Huertas. Huertas being guarded here by Lanwesco. Spins, 14 to shoot. Doing a lot of dribbling, goes to Choate. Choate, the lanky one, goes down low to Mondier, 7 to shoot. Marchand goes out to Huertas, 3, 2, has to put up a wild one, back iron no good, and Choate somehow saves it and spikes it off of Mejia to retain possession.
Out of bounds, Greater Lowell.
Greater Lowell had no business keeping possession in that sequence, and somehow they did. Lob out to Bazia. Goes back to Mondier. Mondier will now drive. Put up a wild layup. Somehow there to try and tap it in is Choate. He might be hurt. Back the other way. And you get it to Mejia. And now at the elbow, taking the jumper is Valenzuela. It's good. Drive, Choate kicks out, Huertas 3. Yes! Huertas' first basket of the second half. He's leading scorer with 13. He's got 3 threes. Mejia from the free throw line. Teardrop is good. Huertas airballing a quick release 3. Back the other way, here's Mejia. Goes for the layup off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound somehow. Pulls up for 3, no good. Rebound and the stick back by Lanwesco. Choate takes the long 2 and he's fouled. Good patience by Choate, waiting for the contact to come to draw the foul. Lanwesco with the foul. That's his first. Choate to the line. And he sinks the first one. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, concert, recital, meeting, play, wedding, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. And that is out of bounds. It'll remain with Greater Lowell as Choate was 1 of 2 at the line. Inbound pass comes to Thatch, who spots up for a rainbow 3. Rodriguez gives it up to Mejia. Mejia working on Bussey. Drives, puts up a wild one, gets it back. 10 seconds to shoot. They get it to Valenzuela, back to Mejia, 5 to shoot. Mejia backing up, tries to use a screen. Deep 3 off the glass, it'll be a shot, didn't even hit the glass actually, it'll be a shot clock violation. Good defense there by Greater Lowell. 55-29 as we approach 90 seconds to play in the third quarter in a game that, for the most part, has been all Greater Lowell. And I say the most part because you say, how do you say for the most part, not all game Greater Lowell, as Thatch is going to go to the line, and that'll be the 4th on Rodriguez.
That was number 34, Manuel Rodriguez. That's his 4th, 5th on the team, shooting 2. Anthony Thatch.
2 free throws for Thatch. But as I was saying, if you tune into this game late and you see a 26, now a 27-point game, you're wondering, well, how could Greater Lowell have control of this game for just the most part and not all the game? Well, if you You go back to the start of the first quarter, it was a very sluggish start for both teams offensively. As Thatch makes both free throws. It was 4-3, 5-4 for the longest time, and then all of a sudden, Greater Lowell blew it open and never looked back. Hard to believe that Greater Lowell actually trailed in this game early. As we have another foul here. And the foul's on Thatch.
Foul number 25, Anthony Thatch. It's the second of the team.
The second foul of the half on Greater Lowell, and the second on Thatch. Inbound pass comes to Mejia, who spots up for three. That's good.
Mejia for three.
That's Mejia's second three. He's in double digits. This is about as close as it's been for the longest time. 25, 57-32. Under a minute to play. Bussey at the left wing. Goes into the corner. Thatch thought about a three. Now kicks out opposite corner. Head faking is Phillip. Tries to go for the leaner. No good. Marchand puts it up with the shot clock not resetting. And getting the foul called is Phillip.
Foul number 3, Espino. That's his first. 6-17.
Fouls on Frank Espinal. That's the sixth on Greater Lawrence, and this will be 2 free throws for Johnny Phillip, and the first one is good.
Phillip shooting one more.
Both free throws good for Johnny. Getting past his man is Caceres. Goes for the layup. No good. Gets his own rebound. Tries to stick it back and does. Correction, that was Espinal, not Caceres. So Greater Lowell will hold for the last shot. Well, maybe not. Bussey puts up a wild one that goes over everything, and it's off the foot of Phillip. So it'll be Greater Lawrence's chance to get the last shot. Down pass comes to Mejia. Across the timeline with 5. Ray, leaner, front iron, no good. Rebound collected by Phillip, and that'll do it for the third quarter.
Just a quick reminder that this game is being broadcast live.
59-34 our score after 3. This is MIAA boys basketball on LSP.
Student athlete since 2011 with live webcast, coaching and highlight films, articles, and more. To purchase the DVD of this game or learn more about the LSP, see CM Feely at the table from the bleachers, or visit LSP on the web. Localsportsproduction.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel.
Just realized the mic was off. Driving his Arias, who just committed the foul. Front irons the shot, no good. Rebound battled for, and eventually corralled by Greater Lowell. And the outlet pass, look out, ladies. Goes all the way back to the Greater Lawrence end, where it'll be Reggie ball. Palmer can't get it to go. Rebound, unable to handle it is Bozia, but Mondier gets his hands on it. Now goes for the layup, and it's good. (61-36). Here's Reyes through a forest of Greater Lowell defenders. Can't get it to go. Cruz with the rebound. I misidentified Huertas as Cruz for much of the first half, as that is tipped and stolen by Caceres, and a foul. Excuse me, out of bounds, and it'll be Greater Lowell ball. So, and a timeout called by Joe Kane with 5:47 to go. We'll give the announcer a minute to gather his bearings. This is MIAA boys basketball on LSP. So it'll be Greater Lowell ball, and I think these players are a little disoriented which way they're supposed to go. Mondier does get the inbound pass and loses the handle, but it was off of Greater Lawrence. Ed Arroyo not happy with the call, and he hasn't been happy with a few calls, including some foul calls tonight. I don't completely blame him. Moda somehow not getting fouled here, loses the handle, kept alive. Down low, and getting fouled hard there is Choate.
Number 13, Brandon Palmer, that's his first. 8th on the team.
And that's the first foul on Brandon Palmer, and the 8th on Greater Lawrence, and this will be a two-shot foul. Choate sinks the first one. Second free throw is good. 27-point game, 63-36. It's been a very balanced attack for Greater Lowell at that. Nobody's filling up the stat sheet by themselves. Here's a three that is front iron, no good. Rebound by Ray, and one.
Number 35, Jared
Marchand guilty of the foul. Ray for the three-point play, rims out. Rebound by Bozia. Choate has the ball tied up, and it'll remain with Greater Lowell.
Jeff Burrow with the ball.
You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon at LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Lob to Cruz is taken away. Back the other way come the Reggies, and a foul committed by Cruz. Excuse me, they called Marchand. I thought that was easily going to be on Cruz, but that's the fourth foul on Greater Lowell, and Arias to the line for 2. First one's good. 63-39. Mondier will sit. Thatch is back in the game. And the second one's good. 63-40. As close as it's been all second half, pretty much, for Greater Lawrence. They get into the front court with Choate, and he's fouled by Reyes, and a technical foul called on Reyes. And that's going to do it for him. That's because technicals count as... Yeah, his technical counts the personal, so that's 5 fouls, and Reyes is out of the game. So Choate will go to the line for the technical. One shot here for Paul Choate. And he sinks it. And it was a 1-and-1 situation, so one more for Choate. Rims out. So now it's the shooting foul. And that rims out. Sinks the second, so 2 of 4 in that sequence for Paul Choate, and it's Greater Lowell possession at that. So Reyes fouls out with 5 fouls, 3 rebounds, and an assist, and no points. Pass down low, tipped, taken away. Ray forces the steal. Palmer goes out to Mejia for 3. No good. Rebound by Bozia. Back the other way comes Cruz. Meets a double team at half court. Poked away. Here's Mejia with the layup. It's good. Mejia has been a bright spot for Greater Lawrence tonight. 65-42. Choate couldn't get the slam, but does get the 2. And despite the best efforts of Choate to save that ball from going out of bounds and corral a turnover, will remain with Greater Lawrence. 21 seconds, and Choate is going to get a much-deserved rest. So right now it's Marchand, Thatch. Here's a 3 air ball. Huertas back in the game. Steps back, takes a 3, front iron no good. Rebound falls into the lap of Caceres. Almost a backcourt violation there. Mejia calling for a screen, gets around it, now backs up. Goes out the top of the circle, Caceres for 3. That banks home!
Caceres for 3.
67-45. And another turnover. Ray going in. No good. Rebound by Bosnia. Huertas. No. Bosnia gets it back, however, gets it to Huertas. No good. Bosnia gets another rebound and kicks it out. Thatch will hold. And a good defense there. Steal, and will go to the line for two. Will Caceres. That's on Thatch. That's his third.
Shooting two, number 14, Jose Caceres.
Caceres misses the first free throw. Matt, this is the best Greater Lawrence has played all game this last stretch. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to string it together all game, and as such, they are down 21. As Caceres sinks the second free throw. And Caceres with another steal. Goes down low for Mejia. And taking a tumble there is Marchand. He's slow to get up. He hit the ground hard. All of a sudden, 19-point game. Not a whole lot of time, but could Greater Lawrence do something here? Palmer off the glass, and he's fouled. And it's on Marchand.
That's his third, sixth on the team. Shooting two, Brandon Palmer.
Palmer to the line for two. First one rims out, however. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of this or any past LSP broadcast, or one of several different designs of bumper stickers. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store, the LSP Facebook page after the game. And remember, all orders within the continental United States come with free shipping. While you're not going to get that comeback, that miracle comeback, you can't make your free throws, and Thatch hauls in the rebound after Palmer misses both of them. Goes into the corner, and Cruz finds Thatch on the cut. Good give and go there. And it's back up to a 20-point lead. In fact, a 21-point lead, 69-48. Palmer doing a lot of dribbling here against Huertas, and Huertas comes up with the steal. Back the other way comes Thatch. Thatch calling out the play, directing traffic. Goes over to Huertas. Huertas jab steps, now backs up. Takes a three, rims out. Rebound to Valenzuela. So we approach 1 minute to go. Mejia will drive, and as it swatted away from behind by Jared Marchand. LSP's next broadcast, by the way, is Thursday night at 5:25 p.m. with a Bristol versus Bunker Hill NJCAA men's and women's basketball doubleheader. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live as Marchand with a good body control to get that one. And then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. Mejia puts on the deck, another block, this time by Cruz. And Mejia can't keep it in bounds.
Out of bounds, Gryphon ball.
And we'll have a late substitution as Len Wesco will check in. And timeout called by the officials. Goes in the backcourt. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock, although it doesn't really matter at this point, as it looks like Greater Lowell is going to go to 11-7, 8-4 in Commonwealth Conference play. Thatch, no good. Rebound by Palmer, and he's fouled.
Foul number 32, Luis Hertez. That's his second, 7th on the team. Shooting 1-1.
And Mota will check in for Huertas. So who are we going to give Player of the Game honors to? Well, you got a couple of candidates. I think we're going to give it to Luis Huertas and Paul Choate, both coming off the bench to really spark the Greater Lowell offense. Cruz tracks down the rebound. They have to get into the front court, and then that'll be it. And they do. Cruz holds, says Joe Kane, and an emphatic win for Greater Lowell. They go to 11-7, 8-4 in Commonwealth Conference play. Greater Lawrence falls to 3-12, 3-8 in Commonwealth Conference play. Again, our players of the game: 3, 5, 8, 10, 13, 15 points for Luis Huertas, leading all scorers, and Paul Choate. 11, 13 points for Paul Choate, also off the bench. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 13 points and 7 rebounds and 2 steals. It was a well-balanced effort for Greater Lowell. They had 4 players in double figures. Really just uncontested against Greater Lawrence after the sluggish start in the first part of the first quarter. So with that said, this has been a presentation of Local Sports Production serving Greater Boston student-athletes since 2011. Copyright 2017, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express copyright 2018, I should say. Unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of Local Sports Productions is strictly prohibited. LSP's next broadcast is Thursday night at 5:25 p.m. when the Bristol Bayhawks take on the Bunker Hill Bulldogs in NJCAA men's and women's basketball action. It's a doubleheader, folks. Watch the games live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the games the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of this or any LSP video broadcast at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from Greater Lowell Tech in Tyngsboro, Mass. It is the Greater Lowell Gryphons 71 and the Greater Lawrence Reggies 48. For James Woodbury on camera, my name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.